And she was like,
no.
She's like, fish? And I'm like, yeah, they're from the sea. From the sea.
Fermented sea fish.
From the sea. And then she's like, and shrimp too? I'm like, no, they're from the air. And then she's like, now I get why I'm so bad at sex. Anyway, welcome back to Smart Boys.
Hi.
Hiatus.
It's been a while.
I was questioning the audience.
Oh.
This is live. This is a live podcast. Welcome to the year 2020. We skipped 3 years. That's what Eclipse does. By the way, Eclipse
is coming up. Do you know what time it's supposed to be?
It's like in our area, it's like 1:18.
Oh, sweet, I can sleep in.
So get up at 12 and then watch it collide with
the sun and the moon.
It takes a good like hour or hour and a half to like align up, and then you have like a minute window to see it perfectly eclipsed.
I'm gonna look at it without glasses. I don't even care.
I'm gonna look at it without glasses, and I'm not gonna turn away. Because these eyes belong to God.
These eyes
are crying. Finish the rest of it. These eyes have seen a lot of love, but they never said a love to see a love like you.
Girl.
I don't know, because it's like,
I don't know.
He says so many words in that paragraph. It's like, these eyes have seen a lot of love, but they're never gonna see another love like the one that I had with you. That's it.
Girl.
I got it. That's a song from 40 years ago, and I remembered the lyrics perfectly.
We sang it so good.
I remembered it so perfectly that Paul McCartney should be ashamed.
And was that Paul McCartney?
No.
Oh. But we sang it.
Three Dog Night.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they had like 4 hits.
Oh.
They had that and No Sugar Tonight.
No sugar tonight.
No sugar tonight in my coffee. No sugar tonight
for my tea. Is that really how it goes?
Glenn Campbell died, by the way, guys.
Glenn Campbell died.
R.I.P. Glenn Campbell.
Who else died?
Who else died recently? That's a good question.
People are dying every day. It's a real problem.
People keep getting like, man, I can't believe he died, but we're also at the point where, like, people, are dying because
of death.
Because, they're old.
Death is the leading cause of dying.
Do you realize we're more in touch with pop culture in the last 100 years than any other culture before him? Any other generation?
Shit. Fuck, that's real.
Because you're like, oh man, was Don Rickles in the last... Did we mention that already? I think that was within the last time we were filming.
Yeah.
Somebody else, like, a fame monster.
Did we talk about dude from Tornado movie?
Tornado? Oh, Bill Paxton?
Yeah, I think we did.
Was it Paxton or Pullman?
Bill Paxton.
Bill Paxton. Yeah, that was long ago.
Long ago?
That was like 3 months ago. In Death Time, that's long ago. Like, he's already forgotten.
Somebody was saying that they work with somebody who's convinced that it's going to be the end of the world for the eclipse, and he was telling the dude, he's like, dude, eclipses happen all the time. It's just that this one happens to be going over the majority of the United States.
Where you can see it.
Yeah. There's like 8 eclipses.
This is special for us.
Yeah, there's like 8 total eclipses a year. They're just usually like...
The hype is that this
nowhere.
Eclipse and this trajectory, this perfect trajectory... Thank you for leaning into the microphone to get that. Yeah. This perfect trajectory of this area of the Midwest in the United States it's not going to be like this for the next 400 years.
Don't give away our location. We are not in a place that runs...
They already know we live in Michigan.
Michigan. More like bitchigan, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I forgot your hand.
It's fine. I got a thing on it this morning that's supposed to keep it aligned better. But you at full strength. Thank you. I don't feel crippled anymore. By the way, I cut my hand.
He cut his...
That's why we're on hiatus so long. I was in surgery for 4 months.
He lost half of a fingernail.
I lost half of my life.
Yeah, it was bad. I wasn't there.
I was in a coma for 3 years. If you're
3 years later,
if you're seeing this is, like I said, the year 2020. I brought this back in time. Future me had the foresight to I forgot to record an episode in the past, and then my franchise never took off. My podcast franchise never took off. So I had the foresight to come back in time and save it. So in the year 2020, Trump did get reelected. So sorry, liberals.
Sorry, libtards.
You know what? It was crazy because near the the 2017-18 period was really shitty, and then 19 he pulled it all around, and he actually we are
he's top notch.
Mexico and Canada became the United States within a 2-year span, and they didn't have.
You know what I say? I say a little less Mexico and a little more Texas.
Texaco?
Jeez.
I'm a little bit Mexican.
And I'm a little bit rock and roll.
No, Texan.
Oh, I am from Texas.
Are you?
I was born in Texas.
Were you born in a Texas nexus? Did it just swirl out? And...
Born in Dallas, Texas.
You're a Dallasian?
Yeah, it's what it says in my passport. It says
passport,
place of birth, Dallas, Texas, United States.
This guy looking and goes, "Where's your cowboy hat?"
You know what? I do not have a cowboy hat, but you know who
Yeah,
does? My dad and my brother.
Oh, those are their hats?
They have boots and hats. I like those.
I thought you had that Cardinals hat.
Oh, that's not mine.
Whose is it then? Your dad's?
I don't know. We just got it because they wanted to. We have standing room tickets for every game.
Despite living in Michigan, we always go to Cardinals games.
Yeah, which I was there yesterday.
Wow.
We got to talk about the Rally Cat.
I don't want to.
We got to. I wonder if I still have that snap.
I think it's rigged. I think it's a fake.
Damn it.
Rally Cat. He's looking up something.
No, there was when we were at the game, we were rallying in like the 7th inning, and then on the big screen board. What's it called? Mega board, Diamond Vision.
You had a mega screen. Or scoreboard.
Scoreboard. Oh, they had like
mega screen.
They had a bunch of funny videos of cats.
Was it like memes?
Yeah.
Did they have
it was like the keyboard cat.
Did they have like the 9 cat and he was going across the baseball
They
field?
did not. And then no, but then they had like this really cool
They're
like
not
somebody
up on meme trends.
did this little dude. My memes are dank.
Their memes are dank apparently.
But yeah, so Cardinals.
They had
a kitty cat run across the field.
I have a counter argument on that. I think that's rigged. I think this is faked. I think we got a phantom cat, a clone of an actual cat.
Cats can't melt steel beams.
Exactly. How's a cat gonna? Okay, I can't sneak into a baseball field, but a cat got in. What the fuck is that? No cat wants to go. No cat wants to go in a like the squirrel was one thing. Okay, it's looking for nuts. What's a cat looking for in a baseball theater? A lot of loud noises.
Pussy.
Yeah. What's it gonna eat a hot dog?
Ooh. Do you have hot dog?
Do I have hot dogs?
Yeah.
Do you want one right now?
No. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
You want to suck on a hot dog?
Ooh. I like hot dogs. I'm all about that Hebrew National dough.
I like. You ever go to Sam's Club and have their hot dogs?
Shit, no, dog.
It's like Costco hot dogs. Okay, but for whatever reason, I don't know what's up. Besides like Chicago and baseball stadiums and places that are known for serving hot dogs, outside of there, the best place to get a hot dog are big box stores, like wholesale stores.
Do they boil them?
Ooh. Yeah, they're boiled. Yeah, they're boiled. And then you can buy them, the ones they serve there, in a big 12-pack, and then you can go home and barbecue them, and they taste twice as good.
Can we get that gif of that girl getting all those hot dogs thrown on her face?
That nostalgia chick. I know where it's from, and I don't respect it. You know what? You ever see like a GIF that's like circulated a lot, and you know the source, but you hate the source, and you're just like, and you want to call it out every time, like I hate this.
Sometimes.
That's me with that GIF.
What is the source of that?
It's you know how internet reviewers, you know Nostalgia Critic?
Yeah.
Okay, he has a spin-off with a girl. It's called Nostalgia Chick. It's a kind of a. I don't dislike the girl does it. I dislike her show because it's stupid.
She's a dumb old
I also don't like.
What?
I don't like the Nostalgia Critic because I think he's a pompous retard.
Pompous retarded. What?
I didn't even want to say retard. That was just where I went. I'm not trying to bring up a debate. I'm not better than him, but I could be.
Emotionally.
I think that's my next year goal is to build a franchise better than Nostalgia Critic and then say, hey, fuck you.
So sorry to jump off top. Is the new season of Twin Peaks over yet?
No. We still have... Okay, I didn't watch last night's episode, but that was episode 14. We still have 4 more.
What's with this arm wrestling?
Arm wrestling was a good scene. That was a good scene.
See, I only see little bits and pieces, and I know that... what's the main guy's name?
Dale Cooper.
Dale Cooper's been possessed by Bob?
So he hasn't been possessed, but his doppelganger has been possessed.
And...
Okay, let me actually... You want me to explain it?
Well, hold on. Wasn't Daryl Cooper...
Dale.
Snails Cooper.
Snail Cooper.
Snails Coopers.
That's like a mad parody from the late 90s.
Is it really?
I don't know.
He's been trapped in the...
he's been the Black Lodge.
The Black Lodge for 25 years.
So, new development in this season, not to spoil anything, but I doubt... By the time you get to it, if you even come around to watching it in its entirety, you'll forget all I say. So in in the original series, we only knew about the Black Lodge, and we barely knew it was. The only context we got to better understand it was the movie, Fire Walk With Me. That kind of sheds the light on it better. In this season, it not only solidifies what the Black Lodge is, it also introduces the White Lodge, which is a theater. And if you've ever seen any David Lynch movies, you know how important theaters are. It's weird.
Are they?
They are. They're really important. They're like big big story turning moments happen when a character views something through like like a stage play or like an opera.
Yes.
It's a theater like that. They go to that,
Okay.
and then it's like, this is the next part of the movie. It's weird. It's weird how he writes things, and all the themes he used. So that continues in this, and I almost feel like this entire series is connected to every movie he's ever made. It's weird. It's weird.
It's weird.
It's weird. Anyway, in the original series, Bob was the entity that possessed several people throughout the series and made them kill women, several women. Most importantly, one character. I'm keeping it kind of vague just because if you do watch it, that's an important part. But anyway, Bob is the biggest evil thing in the universe. He's like worse than Satan, and he was trapped in between dimensions. He's not not real, but he's also not fake. It's weird.
Is he like it?
He's kind of like it. He takes control of things, makes his appearance different depending on what the person's weakness is. He mesmerizes people, makes them addicted to drugs. He's like the worst influence of all time. He was created from an atomic bomb. He's ultimate evil. So Bob, I don't know why people are being loud upstairs.
Oh, Bob did what now?
Bob coaxed Dale into going into the Black Lodge near the end of the second season, and then trapped him there. And then Dale realized he had a doppelganger, and the doppelganger is who came out, and that was Bob. So 25 years later, Bob is just kind of in Dale Cooper's appearance, just walking around doing shit.
But they found out about Bob, right?
Yes, the FBI knows about Bob.
He's trying to do as much bad things as he can.
The only person who really knows about Bob is Colonel Briggs and Dale Cooper, and the other FBI agents kind of know what Bob is, but they don't really know who he is.
Snail pooper.
There was only about, I think, 3 people. The other guy who knew about Bob died. No, there's 4 people, because there was also Philip Jeffries, who also went missing because he knew about Bob. Anybody who knew about Bob...
What about Bob?
Okay, anybody who knew about Bob went missing or died. And that's the whole lore about the series. So in this season, Bob is an actual physical entity as Dale Cooper. He took the place of Dale Cooper in his appearance, and now they're trying to get him back in the Black Lodge. It's not a consistent storyline because there's a lot of detours.
Yes, that's what I read.
Mm-hmm.
But
I honestly, that's not the most important. It's weird. I mean, I understand it, given that I just explained it. But it's not. That's not the part that's attractive about the series. The series is great because it's weird and takes a lot of liberties with how much the viewer can withstand. If there's a 20-minute scene of a guy just doing his taxes, and then eventually he coughs, and then somebody gives him a phone call, and that's the whole scene. And there's nothing important to it afterwards. If you don't like that, you're not going to like the show. I like that stuff.
Yeah, you watch it. Oh, you don't watch Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Can we talk about? Game
about
of Thrones?
I watched the first part of the most recent episode last night.
Did you?
I didn't finish it. I'm not caught up, but I will let you talk.
Gendry's back. Gendry, my man, Gendry's back. And guess what he's got?
What's he got?
He's got a warhammer.
What?
He's got a warhammer, like his dad.
What?
Warhammer.
No, I'm saying...
Okay, so Bobby B, Robert Baratheon, had 20 bastard kids. Cersei found out about this, and because her kids are with Jaime, Joffrey, Myrcella, and Tommen technically don't have any... Well, they're all dead now, but at the time, the legitimate heirs would be Robert's bastards, so she went out and had them all killed, except for Gendry. They couldn't find Gendry. He got captured by the Brothers Without Banners.
That's a cool
with
name.
Beric Dondarrion, who's got a flaming sword and can't die.
Nice.
He got brought up to... they sold him to Stannis the Manus.
Stannis the Manus?
Because Stannis the Manus has the red... fuck's her name? The red priest, I forget her name.
The red...
Melisandre. And she was going to sacrifice Gendry because she knew Gendry had king's blood in him.
Yeah.
Because if she sacrifices him, the Lord of Light will do good stuff for Stannis. But Sir Davos was like, no, that's not cool. Because he was advising Stannis, sent Gendry away. I forget, this is season 3 on a rowboat. And he's like, just row, just get out of here. And we haven't seen him since then. And now in season 6, episode 5, Sir Davos goes back to King's Landing so that Tyrion can talk to Jaime.
Okay.
You don't know any of this. But Gendry's fucking badass. He's got a warhammer.
Yeah.
And now Gendry, Jon, the Hound, Sir Jorah Mormont, Beric Dondarrion, the other Red Priest guy, they're all going north to capture a white.
A White Walker?
Well, a zombie, a white. They can't get a White Walker. White Walkers are different from whites.
Okay, so they're like the full progression of a white?
A white is basically a zombie, is a reanimated corpse.
Okay.
Who are controlled by White Walkers.
Okay.
Whites aren't sentient. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. White Walkers
are. They're just drones.
Basically.
Yeah.
But we're going to see in the previews for next week's episode, Jon is fighting a White Walker. And Jon has killed a White Walker before. The only thing that can kill a White Walker...
Is there a finite number of White Walkers? Or is it just like...
5?
Okay, I was going to ask him, like, is this like a legion of... an army of
Well,
White
there's
Walkers?
the Night King who rules over them. And
I've seen like pictures of like the...
And then he's got like a bunch of... I don't know if they ever...
So is their army just the whites? Is this kind of like a Lord of the Rings thing?
Yeah, they have the whites, which are the reanimated corpses, but then they can also get... I've read some spoilers. They can turn like animals into whites, so they're going to have like white polar bears. Ooh. And here's what's going to happen. Spoilers, I don't really care because I'm going to tell you.
Exactly. Now.
Dany is going to go up north with one of her dragons, Viserion, I think that's his name, the white one, not the big one, the smaller white one. The White Walkers are going to somehow down it, and then they're going to turn it into an ice dragon.
Ooh, that sounds cool.
Yes,
here's the real question. Who's the bigger threat right now?
White Walkers.
The White Walkers are the biggest threat?
Well, Cersei has no idea any of this is going on.
So what I watched, I've been out of the loop for, I'd say I'm a 2 season behind. Season 5 is the last thing I've actually watched. And then I watched a little bit of the beginning of the last episode last night. And is Daenerys supposed to be like the antagonist now? Because I don't like her.
She's getting real bitchy. I don't really like her either.
She seems like innocent gone antagonist.
Well, they say when a Targaryen is born, you flip a coin. They're either going to be great or they're going to be crazy.
Is that what her race is, Targaryen?
Well, it's her bloodline. Targaryens can control dragons, and if you're a real Targaryen, you can't get burnt. So her brother, who was a Targaryen, got burnt to death. Well, he got liquid gold poured on him, and then that died and killed him. Daenerys cannot get burned. She sat on a funeral pyre. She can touch anything that's hot. She doesn't get burned. So that's the Targaryen bloodline.
Okay.
But she's getting real bitchy, and she's getting a little mad. She's getting a little power crazy.
She seems it very much.
But she's gonna get that Jon D. Jon Snow's dick.
Are they?
She wants that dick.
Does she?
She wants it now.
Is he against her right now?
No, he's with her tentatively because he doesn't give a shit about the Iron Throne. He doesn't fucking care. He knows
she's in it for the Iron Throne.
She's in it for the Iron Throne, and he's slowly convincing her that the real problem is the White Walkers.
So he's got bigger things. He's got bigger fish.
He doesn't give a shit.
He's like, this Iron Throne thing, I'm beyond that.
That's all Cersei cares about. She doesn't realize how terrible the White Walkers. She doesn't even know about them.
So Jon Snow is like the smart guy in this situation.
Jon Snow is the real hero of the show.
Well, I knew that. Yeah, obviously.
Well, him and Sam, technically.
What about little Lannister boy?
There are no more little Lannister boys.
Fuck, what's the... who was, fucking...
Tommen?
I don't know what you're talking
The one married to...
I'm talking about, fucking short boy.
Oh, Tyrion? Oh, he's
Tyrion.
Yeah. He's good. He's
with her right now, but he's, like, very,
He's fucking up, too.
Is he fucking up?
Well, he's like, leading her armies, and he keeps leading them into traps. And so...
Is he doing that on purpose?
No. Not that we know of. Well, no. No, he's not.
Okay.
He sent the Unsullied to Casterly Rock, thinking that all of Cersei's army would be there, but they weren't. They were taking Highgarden. It's a whole thing.
Okay.
It's a whole thing.
I'll catch up on it later. But my takeaway is I do not like Daenerys anymore. She seems like perfect bad guy material at this point. She's power crazy. Get a good crack in there. That could be heard round world. So how's season 7 going? Would you get a
season 7?
Yeah. What would you give that rate? Would you say it's better than previous seasons, or a little?
I would say the first few episodes were slow, but the past 2 episodes, 5 and 4, have been amazing.
How many episodes are left for this season?
2.
2? Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. And then next season is last?
Yeah, and there's going to be 6 in that one, I think.
Is it? Wait, 2 episodes left, so are they planning to run these in the next 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to finish up before Twin Peaks this season?
Yeah. There's only 7 episodes a season.
I know, but I'm saying that's kind of nuts that this has been stretched out so far for a season. You realize there's 18 episodes in the season of Twin Peaks?
Total?
That's 18 hours of, like, season right there.
What channel is it on?
Showtime.
Showtime? So they
Showtime.
can curse and whatnot?
Yeah. All the fucks, you get tits, maybe a dick. They haven't seen dick yet, but we might
Big old floppy dick.
we might get a Black Lodge dick. Was Showtime the one who did Spartacus, or was that Stars? I think
it was Stars.
I think, yeah, it was Stars.
Are they the same company?
Maybe. I don't know. Stars does Ash vs. Evil Dead, so that's why I care about that. I didn't like Spartacus. Showtime did Dexter, right?
I thought that was...
That could have been Stars. It wasn't AMC, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah, they took
it. Was then. It was the Showtime, I think.
Yeah, it was Showtime.
I hate Dexter.
I hate Dexter, too.
High five.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Okay, what else have we got to talk about? There have been some movies. This is the summer of films. Every summer is a summer of films. This summer...
Spider-Man was good?
Yeah, let's do some brief wrap-up. I saw most of the big movies this summer. When we left last time, we were talking about Pirates, and we were talking about fucking Guardians, and...
That was a while ago, then. The Guardians is coming out on DVD soon.
It is.
What did I saw Baby Driver.
I saw Baby Driver.
I saw Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
I saw Atomic Blonde.
No.
I haven't really seen a lot of movies this summer.
So I saw Baby Driver, Spider-Man. I missed Dunkirk. I missed Atomic Blonde. I watched Colossal recently. That's a cool movie. I'll tell you about it. But
I saw the Little Hours.
I wanted to see that.
It was okay.
It was okay? Okay, that's all I need to know. And then I saw War for the Rise of the Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Rise of the Planet of the Dawn.
Let's talk about that first. You haven't seen it.
Have you seen Chimpanzee scared the shit out of me.
You don't like Monkey Man?
No. The only monkeys that I dig are like the little tiny ones and orangutans.
There's a lot of monkeys in the movie and a lot of them talk.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
He comes up and he goes, "You fucking fuck." He comes up and he goes, "Get these fucking humans out."
Sorry.
He comes up.
Get these fucking
white guys out of here.
Humans.
Anyway, War of the Planet of the Apes. Have you ever? Yeah.
That's the third one, right?
This is the third. This is the end of the Caesar trilogy, is what they're calling it. Caesar is the main character. They're gonna do more after this. I think they're going with a full reboot of the old series, and this is just leading up to it. So, the first Rise of was just how scientist James Franco boy, he made serum that makes monkeys smart, and he tested on an ape who he became.
I have seen that one.
He became best friends with little Caesar.
Remember, he was wearing a shirt.
He was wearing a little. Who?
Caesar.
No, he wore jeans.
No, he had like a sweater.
No. Oh well, yeah, that's the point.
And they were like, walk in.
But he mostly wore jeans, and the big point was when he couldn't wear his jeans anymore, he felt so ashamed. He was like, I don't feel equal anymore. I'm being indirect. Yeah, that was because he was wearing human clothes. He was treating him like a human, little boy. He was treating him like a little monkey boy. And then it's like he had an accident and he bit like a neighbor's finger, and he's like, you got to go into the pet sanctuary for monkeys, and they're like, he can't wear clothes in here, and they stripped him of his clothes, and he was so mad.
Was he talking at this point? Or
this is when he was doing sign language, going. No, he had to put more gas in him before he could yell stop. I think that's what he said the first time. He yelled stop like really loud. Anyway, that whole movie is how the monkeys got smart and how they got out of being in cages. And then they went into the forest of San Francisco, and that's when the next... So then, because they were trying to test this thing on humans to cure Alzheimer's...
Yeah, because John Lithgow.
John Lithgow died. He died from blood.
He died?
He died from blood.
He did?
He died from the blood.
James Franco.
So the rest of the world dies off because of airborne bacteria viruses, and then we move to Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, which is they have a civilization out there, and there's the last remaining humans, kind of struggling out there still, and then they go up to the monkeys.
Is that Gary Oldman?
Yeah, Gary Oldman won, and then he comes up, and they're basically living on the outskirts of a dam, but the dam shut down, and they're like, we need power for the city, and we need to power the dam back on. And then they're like trying to kill the monkeys, and the monkeys like, nope.
When the dam shut down, they go, damn.
No, the dam shut down, and he went, fuck!
fucking shit, damn
He's
slut.
Fuck. So anyway, that movie ends with them killing a couple humans, and then Caesar's like, I don't like this, I hate it.
I don't like it.
This one is just basically the same thing as the second one, except this time all of them get captured.
And Mark Wahlberg?
No Mark Wahlberg. I don't know what you're talking about. That's Transformers, which we didn't see.
Wait.
Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, and he's like a white supremacist?
Kind of. He's a skinhead. But he's like
human skinhead.
He's a human skinhead. So he's like, these fucking monkeys, they don't belong. And then there's then it explains the disease, because in the original Charlton Heston movie, there's still humans on Earth, but they're like monkeys and they can't talk and they have to use sign language, and they have little brains. They have
little brains.
They're just little brains. So then they explain this one. There's a virus that makes them mute, and then that makes them less intelligent, and then Woody Harrelson's just like, that is a sign of them turning ape, and you got to kill people when they turn ape, and that's actually what he says. He's like, they're going ape, and when they go ape.
So what's the deal with the little girl, the orangutan?
She is going ape.
Oh.
She can't talk, and it's like, this is weird, because at first I thought, why in this broken society we still can't teach little kids how to talk, but that wasn't the case. It's a virus.
She went ape.
She went ape.
You never go full ape.
So, spoilers, near the end of the movie, they basically put all the apes into monkey concentration camp.
Yeah, they do.
There's a huge Holocaust allegory going on with the entire film, and Caesar rises up. It's just like, it's kind of like the first movie and the second movie combined together, because they were in cages in that one, and then they had to break free, and then they killed their captors. But in this one, Woody Harrelson's character has a falling out with the U.S. Army, who is like basically going around like scooping up the extra humans and taking them to camps, refugee camps, where they're going to live. But he disagrees with them because he wants to kill the people who go ape and have the disease, and he's like, hey, they don't deserve to live because they are turning to this... They're going to spread a disease, basically. So
what's going on in Europe?
I don't know.
They
never shine on that. Basically, I guess they might do a movie at some point.
I mean, can the monkeys? One was shooting a machine gun.
Yes. In this one, they find.
Can they fly?
Maybe. Well, the virus is airborne, so it would affect humans and monkeys all around, and then monkeys would progressively get smarter, where humans lose their ability to talk. So in this one, they discover that is the case, because they find a stranger monkey, and he's living in an old abandoned mansion. He can talk and everything. He's like a Gollum type. He talks in broken English, and he's the comic relief of the movie.
This is all confusing. I don't like it.
It's an okay movie. It's not the best of the trilogy. If you like the previous two, you'll like this one. The ending is very melodramatic and kind of easily written. Like, it's just the entire movie goes up to it's all Holocaust allegories, and then at the last 20 minutes, it becomes Caesar is Christ. He's the Jesus Christ of monkeys.
Jesus monkey boy.
He delivers everybody he delivers them to salvation, and then he dies.
Does he get crucified?
Worse than that. He just flops and dies. He just flops over and
disgusting.
dies. He just flops his little.
Got a
monkey
dead
body.
monkey problem.
A lot of dead monkeys in this movie.
What? So the monkey shooting the machine. Do the humans have good monkeys with them?
Yes, but they have pack mule monkeys. They call them donkeys.
They call them monkeys.
I know. I think it's a joke because they call them donkey. They're like, get over here, donkey.
Oh.
Because they're like monkey, but
or like Donkey Kong.
Exactly.
Stubborn
ape.
Do they ever mention Donkey Kong?
There's a point where Donkey Kong comes up. There's one monkey coming where he wears the tie. He's like, he rips it off. He goes, bad ape.
Oh, he doesn't
No,
go. He doesn't go. He doesn't go.
No, I'm kidding. There's no allusion to Donkey Kong at all, which is unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but it's okay. It was a fine summer movie, but a better movie was Baby Driver. What'd you think of that baby?
Honestly,
I had one question throughout the whole movie.
What?
Okay, obviously, little baby. How's his feet reach the pedals?
He's like got those.
He's got stilts.
No, yeah, those pedal extenders.
They never showed that in the movie. He was
got,
just up on the steering wheel, and he was just like...
And it was him and Boss Baby.
Did they come to my house? Was that real?
I got a call from Boss Baby?
I got a call from Baby Driver. He's coming to pick me up.
I thought the movie was okay. I mean, it was good. It just... I don't know.
I liked the movie because it was an Edgar Wright film. I love his movies. But it's a top 3 or 4. I rank it underneath World's End, Hot Fuzz, then World's End.
Ew.
Baby, what do you mean? World's End was
Go ahead, give me your... He's made 5 films, right?
He's made 5, well, technically 6, but his first film is like a short film.
Yeah, just
it wasn't wide release.
Rank him.
We got number 1 for me, Hot Fuzz, then World's End. Then, before, it was kind of a throw-up between Scott Pilgrim and Shaun of the Dead. Shaun of the Dead is a bottom 5 for me, honestly. I like the movie, but it's like... I think the World's End Hot Fuzz is way more clever.
You ready for this? It's going to go Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, Scott Pilgrim, Baby Driver, World's End. I hated World's End.
You didn't like it?
Hated it.
I loved it.
Hated it.
What did you not like about it?
I didn't like Simon Pegg's character. I thought he was a douchebag.
That was honestly...
I get that's part of it, but there was like no redeeming qualities to this character whatsoever. And I was just like, I hate this guy. Like, I fucking hate this guy. I don't care what happens to him. I felt that all of his friends were basically the same character. There's nothing different about any of them. I couldn't even tell you their names. And that's probably it. Just that I just didn't like any of the characters. Pierce Brosnan was the best character.
Pierce Brosnan was good in it. I will say I like the theme and the story better than the main set of characters, and I think that's what the biggest part is, because it comes down to just Simon Pegg and Nick Frost again. So the other 3 characters are kind of throwaway a little bit. They do have something about them that's like adds to what's going on in the movie. It's basically just a growing up movie.
Yeah.
It's all about like what happens. I liked it because of Simon Pegg's character, really, because it's like everybody knows that person who never, like, they peak at high school and they never become anything else.
Yeah, I thought you threw that at me.
Nah,
he didn't do Paul?
No, that was what's his name? Knocked Up Boy.
Judd Apatow?
Judd Apatow. He was a producer. He was a producer of that movie. I forget who the director was, but Seth Rogen and Judd Apatow produced that movie, and they just hired in Nick Frost and Simon Pegg.
I will say though,
where would you rank that on?
Honestly, I think I've only seen the movie like once. It was okay.
It was okay.
I don't like Seth. I hate Seth Rogen.
I don't hate him. I just don't like him.
I hate his laugh.
I hate where he's gotten to now, because it was okay before when it was like experimental comedy. Now it's just like you're just a solid bet for the studio, and you're not trying.
Here's my thing with Seth Rogen. He can be funny. I don't like him as a person, because I remember him on The Daily Show like years and years ago, and he was basically telling kids just to like drop out of school and smoke pot and write. And I'm like, that worked for you. But don't be fucking telling kids to drop out of school and smoke pot all day. Like, I don't care if you smoke pot. You know, just... When it becomes your entire personality, when your entire life revolves around, I get high, like, that pisses me off.
Yeah.
And that's all of his movies are, and all the...
He's just modern age Cheech and Chong. Except Cheech and Chong, like, stuck to their gimmick a little often. He tries to go artsy sometimes with James Franco.
I did like Funny People, though.
I hated that movie.
What?
I thought it was too long, and there was nothing
long.
good to it. It's just a melodramatic comedy, and the only character I liked was Jason Schwartzman's character, because he plays the sellout.
I thought that was Aziz.
No. I think Aziz is in the movie, but Jason Schwartzman is the roommate. He
does
all the sellout comedy work, and then he's like, still trying to get work, buddy? And it's like all the movies he's in.
Oh, he's in that TV show with like the kids. He's a teacher.
Yeah, exactly.
I need to rewatch.
I like that character. I'd never finished the movie because I'm like, if this is it was longer than 2 hours. It's like a 2-hour, 20-minute movie. I watched up to 90 minutes. I'm like, I can't go 2 hours. There's no progression here.
Wasn't Eric Bana in that movie too?
Maybe, I don't know. Again, I only watched 90 minutes of the movie. It didn't like I didn't like Seth Rogen, Adam Sandler's dynamic as like characters.
Yeah.
Because it's like he's trying to pull these like I used to be in funny movies and I used to be a good stand-up comedian. It's like, no, you were in like 2 like classic movies maybe. They're considered classics now, but like they're not intelligent movies, and you were a decent stand-up comedian and you were good.
Oh, I hate Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
I mean, I think...
I felt it was just kind of he's the old generation, like, passing the torch to the new generation. He's like, you're not the old generation.
I hate that stupid voice that he always does.
What, the typical voice?
Yeah, just I can't even do an impression of it.
I'm trying to find in my voice how to do it. What do you mean?
Woo. I don't even. That's
something like that.
I don't know. I don't like. What was I gonna say there?
The only good joke in the movie was when it was like parrying his shitty movie. It's like, what do you mean I've been turned into a baby?
Yeah, that voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't be a baby. I'm an adult.
Ooh.
And I'm like, this is if that movie came out and he didn't make like fucking Jack and Jill and fucking Pixels and all that shit afterwards, I would have been like, okay, I kind of respect this movie, but it's like he's parrying all the shitty movies he makes, like Click and all that, and then he goes right into doing those same movies now, and now he's doing it from Netflix because Sony won't pay him anymore.
I was just saying that my favorite Edgar Wright thing of all time, though, was Spaced.
Yeah. Yes, Spaced. Well, Hot Fuzz is my favorite, and then Spaced. If I could rank Spaced as a second,
Spaced is
amazing. A great. How many episodes? It's like 26 episodes, something like that. Somewhere in those 20s.
Yeah, it's 2 seasons.
It's 2 seasons, and it's a solid comedy through and through.
It's so funny.
Excuse me. Excuse me. God. Have you ever watched Peep Show?
No.
No, you need to watch that because that's
Did
the
he do that?
No, that is it's by different means, but the show is so similar to Spaced. It has less artistic flair than Spaced, but the humor is very similar. I know you're trying to get that.
I'm listening though.
Yeah.
I like that blanket.
It's kind of torn up. I have a better version of that blanket.
Oh, your brother told me to shower slap you?
Did he yell out the window?
No, he was leaving. What is shower slapping?
Shower slapping is a Steve Brule reference. I'll show you the clip later.
Steve Brule?
He goes to an all-men's spa, and then he's taking a shower into a stall next to the guy. He goes, I gave this fellow a little shower slap, and they slaps on the back.
I gave this fellow a little shower slap. Just a little horseplay. Gotcha.
He was just a little horse.
Just cash grabs.
He's at an Asian men's spa. It's all these like little Asian men just like showering, taking baths, and they're all naked, and he's just there naked too, and he's just like saying hello, trying to like sit next to guys, and they're getting uncomfortable and like trying to move away from him. It's a great segment. Was he leaving? He usually goes to like the store to grab something.
He was walking to his downstairs to his car.
Okay.
I don't know if he actually got in and left.
Maybe.
I saw a new cat out. Cat update.
Was it a white cat?
It was a black cat.
Black
with a collar.
Black and white? Okay, that's not a new cat. You just never seen it before.
What's his name?
Oreo. It's a Schlee.
It's a Schleeb.
It's a Schlee.
We have 2 new cats at the house. Not indoor cats. They just showed up one day.
Oh, I saw that one.
Did you?
It's like a black cat, isn't it?
There's 2 of them.
There's 2 of them.
Yeah, there's 2 of them now.
You got neighborhood cats.
And we've been feeding them. Because my parents...
Are trying to coax them to go inside?
No, they don't want to have them come inside. They want them to be chipmunk killers.
Oh, okay.
So we're trying to get them to... They've been sticking around. They've been eating and hanging out.
That's how you make a cat stick around. First cat we ever had, it showed up to the house randomly. We fed it once and it never left.
I would like to have them as new cats. I want to take Lily Bean and just, like, put her away.
Just, like, fold her up and put her in the closet. You know, like...
I wash my hands with that damn cat.
Which one is that? Is that the
It's a mean cat. Yeah, it's the one the bag of sluts.
The one that just sits there and goes...
I have 2 cats. I got BB and I got Lily Bean. Well, Lily, I call her Lily Bean.
Mm-hmm.
BB is my cat. Well, she doesn't have she's not really my cat, but I picked her out. She's very, very tiny, very old, and scared of everything.
Yes.
She weighs about 6 pounds.
Okay.
Lily Bean, we got her a couple years after we got Beebs, and as a kitten, she was awesome. She was a super cool kitten. And then for some reason, when she grew up, she became a huge, super fucking bitch.
She just turned shitty.
And, like, we have this little ottoman that the cats will sit on, and if I've seen times where BB is, like, asleep on the ottoman, Lily will jump up there and, like, knock her off. And then sit down on it. And then, like, you go up to Beebs, or you go up to Lily, like, if she's sleeping on the couch, because she'll run away from you. She doesn't like to be... she likes to be touched like my parents, but you go up to her, and she'll just look at you and hiss. It's like, what the fuck did I do to you, Lily? And, like, if you start touching, like, even petting her, she just goes... She gets real angry.
Yeah, but she doesn't act on it, though.
She's taking a swipe at me, but she doesn't got...
Oh, she had no fronts.
Yeah.
Okay, at that point, we used to have a cat that had no front claws, and it was a little bitch cat. And I'd always fuck with it because, like, what are you gonna do?
What you gonna do, bitch?
I would pet it and just be like, what's up? And then just, like, pet its head, trying to leave. I'm like, nope, right here.
Did you watch the new episode of Rick and Morty?
Yes, I did.
What was it? The Vindicators?
Vindicators 3, yes.
I liked it. Justin Harmon and Dan Rowan said it's...
Nope. It was Justin Rowan and Dan Harmon.
Whatever! Oh my god!
Okay, anyway.
They said it was the worst episode of the season.
It is.
I loved it.
I thought it's too serious. There's very low jokes.
Oh, man.
It's like once I get the parody, it's like, okay.
I thought it was
I'm glad.
awesome.
Actually, now that you said that, I'm so glad they said that because I'm now validating my feelings.
Yeah, well, I mean, they said that they think it's the worst
Here's what I need from Rick and Morty. I need you to stop catering to this fan base that wasn't there from the start. Get them out of here.
What,
I'm a season 1 viewer. I want the dumb flim flams and I want the blurber barps and I want just that.
And
stop getting serious. I don't care.
Columbus?
I don't care about the divorce. I just want them to make funny jokes.
Yeah, well,
I liked it better when everything was throwaway. It was funny.
Now everyone's overanalyzing every single thing that they
everything's
say.
like, oh, it's got to be serious, and Rick cares about everything. I liked when it was Futurama, where it's like, oh, Fry died. Oh, there he is.
Yeah. Well, what was that? What was his name? The guy. God damn it.
Oh, Noob.
Noob. I love him.
God damn.
God damn.
That was stupid too, because he seemed like it was going to be funny, and he's only in 2 scenes. He's in the background mopping and cleans up the shit. You don't even see him for the rest of the episode, even though Rick wants him to be his best friend.
Because he was the only one getting.
And there was no payoff to that. It was just like, okay, bring back Noob.
God damn.
And I think it's just they hired in new writers and they know what people want. They're like, take it more seriously. It's like, I don't want it. I like Pickle Rick.
I didn't finish Pickle Rick. I fell asleep, I think. Or I was drunk. I don't know.
That's a good way to explain the season. The season's not bad. It's just
not.
It's bordering on where it's trying to get consistent with the story. And I just want fucking what's it? Interdimensional television. Yeah. I just want fucking.
It's a court order, so you can't.
I just want to hear when Justin Roland's stuttering and making things up on the spot because that's when the show is its funniest. Because if you watch his old shit, his old Channel 101 stuff, that's all of it, and it's fucking hilarious because it's him just on the spot thinking of things, and then he goes and animates it later. That's how the series started, and now it's like, but wait, we gotta write out what's the character progression. Like episode 2, when they go to Mad Max Land, it's all about, we gotta work through some emotional stuff.
Yeah.
Like broken people now.
The big arm thing.
Yeah. But here, basically, the series was better when it was Rick and Morty, but now that the other characters are treated as more important, we're kind of, like, losing focus. I'm not saying just do the same thing all the time. I'm saying be funnier.
What else is on TV right now? And there's only 3 shows I'm watching. Rick and Morty, Game of Thrones, and John Oliver.
John Oliver. I don't watch John Oliver.
It's alright. It's funny sometimes.
Political comedy.
He likes to beat jokes into the ground.
Drum.
He's got tiny hands, so he's got a tiny dick. Okay.
What if he was like really dumb? What if the president came out and went yum 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 yum?
It's huge. Okay, it's huge.
Yeah.
What else can we talk about?
I was actually going to bring up. We haven't had a fucking political environment since George Bush, and even then I was getting I was a child back then. I was getting bored of those shows. I was like, okay, little Bush is okay. I get it. He's little George Bush is funny. He talks to his dad.
That show was funny though.
It was funny, but I'm just like, there's so many parodies, and especially on Comedy Central, there's so many parody shows coming out about George Bush. I'm like, I get it.
That's my Bush.
I think it's worse now because people, like with George Bush, you're just like, what a dummy. Now it's just like, he's going to destroy everything. It's like, no, he's too dumb. You have to be really smart in order to destroy the world, and he's not smart.
No. I'm looking at your wall list stuff.
What else
I'm trying to... What have I been doing with my life?
What have you been doing? Well, I have been doing some things. I went to a concert, a big 3-day concert. It was called Open Air Chicago, and this was their 2nd year.
Did anybody die?
No, well, somebody got beat up really bad. The whole crowd turned against one guy at one point. It was pretty great.
What?
I forget where. I think we were watching Godsmack, and this dude who was basically the best I can explain him is like your type, but like lighter. He was wearing like a tank top, little beard guy, had a baby face.
Okay.
He was pushing his way through the crowd to get to the mosh pit, and everybody on the way, he's shouldering people left and right. Everybody's like, "Hey, buddy," and he's like, turn around, and he's like, "What?" And he's like trying to fight everyone. He's like trying to start fights with everybody. So by the time he gets to the mosh pit, he's getting wiped out left and right, and everybody's cheering for every hit he gets. Like, yeah, keep him on the ground. Fuck that guy.
Was this at the main stage or the other? Outside?
This is at the main stage. So it was on the fucking.
Were you sitting down?
I was. We were in the crowd. We were like probably 20 feet from the stage, so we were close. Like he knocked into me, and I had my drink. I was like, okay, close call. And the guy next to me, he's like, fuck that guy. I'm like, yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
And then we saw him mosh pit, and he kept getting wiped out, and it was just like, yeah, fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
I didn't see him for the rest of the event. That was Saturday, so if that guy got fucked up, shouts out.
Who was the best that you said you saw?
The best was... Who was the best?
Gojira. Did you see Gojira?
No, Gojira wasn't there. Gojira was coming to the
Meshuggah.
Meshuggah were very good. I was going to say the best... I like Godsmack a lot. I don't really like Godsmack's music,
They play
but
I Stand Alone.
Yeah. I don't really like their music, but there was a point where they were playing one of their songs, then they went into a huge drum solo, then the singer got on his drum set, and then the next 20 minutes was drum solos and covers of drum beats.
Oh, okay.
No guitars involved, and that was the coolest part because it was so paced out, and it was just like you'll recognize the song, but wait until you get to the actual chorus because right now you can't recognize the drum beat.
Okay.
So he was going through Led Zeppelin songs, he was going through Black Sabbath songs, he was going through Metallica, and a bunch of old rock songs, then doing I think CCR at one point, a whole mixture of different drum beat styles, and it was just like he had a set of bongos too.
Bongos.
It was just cool because like you rarely see them freestyle so much with like their set list, but he went into a whole drum off freestyle with his drummer. It was cool, and Megadeth was great because their sound was like amazing.
Yeah, boy.
They brought their own equipment, and Megadeth was like my favorite band when I was like
I love Megadeth.
probably 8 or 9 years old. I really got into them, started listening to all their albums. That was my introduction to metal, because all I knew before that was Metallica, and I was like, I like Enter Sandman. That's it. Hey, shouts out to anybody who went to the Metallica concert. Waste of money. Should have went to open. Yeah, should have went to open air. Metallica's overrated.
Metallica is overrated.
You want a better Metallica? Listen to Megadeth.
You want better Metallica?
Hey guys, the best member of Metallica left, and he started his own band because he was that fucking crazy. He also went Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, my legs are sunburned.
You're not that sunburned. You're just red. You're just like a tomato.
I'm all
like
fucking sunburned.
What are you, Bosnian?
Lebanese?
Lebanese.
Look,
He's a Lebanese tomato. Open air was great. I got to see Ozzy Osbourne before he died. Oh, Ozfest is coming up.
Who's playing?
Ozzy Osbourne and a bunch
I
of
have
Rob
never
Zombie.
been to it.
Rob Zombie was really good. I'm not a huge fan of Rob Zombie's music. I know all his hits, and I've watched his movies.
I love Rob Zombie.
I really love his stage presence because he's got a lot of costumes, he's got a lot of special effects, and I love his use of like old movies and shit in the background. Great stage presence. Kiss was also there. Don't like Kiss. Not really a fan of their music, and their show kind of sucked. For something so expensive, they were, not something so expensive. For such a highly pedestaled band, I guess. They're just a stage presence, but their stage presence wasn't amazing. It was better when everybody just focused on the music and just had a stage presence second. Korn was a good example of that. Amon Amarth, another band I've casually listened to, and I'm into them. They had great stage presence because they were doing Viking fights on stage.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Did they do the rowing thing?
Because everybody in the crowd were not familiar with Amon Amarth, and I kept having to explain. They're like, "What's Amon Amarth?" And I'm like, "They're Viking metal." And they're like, "Really? Like Vikings? Like with the horns?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you'll see." And then they started singing the bow. He's like, "Oh, they are Vikings!"
Oh, wow!
And I'm like, "Yeah, I just said it's Viking metal." And then they seem like, "Oh, they got guys on stage battling." I'm like, "Viking metal."
Viking metal.
Yeah, that's their gimmick. They're a good band. They have really good guitar riffs.
I'm a little bummed Rammstein didn't play again. I would have gone if Rammstein was playing.
Hey, if next year, if Rammstein's going, guess who's going to be there?
Rammstein.
And me. This guy.
This guy.
This is my first time going to an actual metal concert. It's amazing. It's actually, if you're not into metal, go to a metal concert because just the appreciation of sound and instruments is top notch. You won't see much bands give such appreciation to how to tune a guitar, how to play it live, how to tailor your live performance just based on how your instruments sound. It's perfect.
Yeah.
If you love how music sounds, you'll love going to metal shows live. Even if you don't like the singer, the drum beats and the bass are you're gonna hear that more than the singer.
If you like Barry Manilow, you're gonna love the Insane Clown Posse.
If you like Barry Manilow, Stone Sour, you can't go wrong.
They're playing at I'm looking at the lineup for Ozfest and Knotfest.
Not Fest.
Is that where's?
I don't know.
Oh.
I also saw little band from Finland. They're called Mew. One of my favorite bands of all time. Saw them in Chicago for the second
That's
time.
a Pokemon, dude.
I know they would be out. Hey, they were out before the Pokemon. So guess who was Pokemon? Yep. I have a shirt and I can prove it. No, this is my second time seeing them in Chicago. I saw them in 2015 for their Plus Minus tour, and I've now seen them for their Carry Me to Safety tour. So great band. Very good live performance. Very good. First band I've ever seen that uses a full curtain to like project their visuals onto, and that was really cool because it gave a great ambiance. And the singer is better live than he is on his albums. So keep that in mind.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark. Let's talk about that. I was re-listening to The Disaster Artist recently, and the teaser came out for the movie.
It looks so good.
It looks like shit.
Wait, The Disaster Artist?
Yeah, I hate how it looks.
I think it looks fun.
I think it looks fucking terrible, but I will keep an open mind.
Mark.
The real main attraction is not the Disaster Artist movie, but the follow-up movie to The Room, Best Friends.
When does that come out?
That comes out soon. I think it's already finished, and it's going to be making a run. It's going to be making a run at festivals soon. Best Friends is not directed by Tommy Wiseau, but it's starred, produced, and written by Tommy Wiseau. Him and Greg wrote it. It looks amazing because it looks like the most melodramatic comedy drama, and it looks like Tommy. If you've seen anything Tommy Wiseau did after The Room, it's still terrible, but it's a little self-aware terrible. This looks less self-aware terrible, but still like it's not going to be terrible like The Room, but it's going to be bad in the sense of Tommy Wiseau was a terrible actor, but he's great at being a terrible actor, and I'm excited for that.
You're tearing me apart, Lisa.
I'm honestly curious to see Tommy Wiseau's cameo in the Disaster Artist movie because he was.
Does he have a cameo?
He has a cameo. He doesn't star in the movie obviously, but he was hands-on with the production and he has a cameo. God bless that man for taking this like whole thing in stride. That everybody thinks this movie is shit, but if you've ever excuse me.
Use your fucking words.
My fucking words. If you've ever read The Disaster Artist or listened to the audiobook, which I recommend over the book because Greg Sestero does the whole thing, and he does a perfect impression of his friend Tommy.
Does he?
Like almost spot on. And you will know that Tommy Wiseau has spent his life being criticized for being terrible and has regarded none of that.
Good for him.
He has the thickest skin on earth, but he's also very insecure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, that happened. We were going to mention Spider-Man. What did you think of Spider-Man?
I love Spider-Man.
I love Spider-Man 2, and I also like Spider-Man Homecoming.
Oh, man.
It's not like I had that in the chamber the whole time.
You had it locked and loaded.
Locked and loaded. Spider-Man Homecoming was a great movie, despite the fact I thought the whole production coming up to it was a nightmare. Because it's the Sony thing, and they're like, we don't want Spider-Man to be reboot again. And we're trying to get... For a Spider-Man movie that is a reboot, it did not feel like a reboot.
Wham!
There he goes.
That's what I needed.
That was Spider-Man.
There he is. Get smack. Is that again?
Oh, fuck! It's Andrew Garfield! Get him out! Fuck! Get him out! Okay.
Get out!
Alright, it's gone. Hopefully they don't reboot that one. They are going to make a sequel to Amazing Spider-Man with Venom, with Tom Hardy as Venom.
Venom Boyz.
Spider-Man is not in the movie.
It's just
if you're confused by the idea of making a Spider-Man movie that does not have Spider-Man in it, don't be.
Shut up.
Spider-Man Homecoming was a good movie. Still haven't seen Wonder Woman, so as far as I know, Spider-Man Homecoming was a better movie than Wonder Woman. Look at this guy with sunburned shorts.
Dude, it fucking hurt. It was hot in the game. It was like only 80 degrees. We were like right in the sun.
You spent all your day outdoors at the Cardinals game. I spent all my days indoors driving back from Chicago.
Did you take the train?
No. Before people were going.
Trains can handle way more people than cars.
Yeah, but it's more expensive. You realize you can fill up a whole tank of gas for $50,
sure can.
Where a round-trip ticket will cost you $56 for one person. What else happened in this summer? Summer's been flying by.
We went swimming.
Swimming always happens in the summer.
We go swimming sometimes.
What else do you think? What's some stuff you're excited for coming up? How's the rest of your 2017 gonna be?
I mean, shit.
Let me drop some things
Knowledge
I'm
bombs.
excited for.
Yeah, drop them, because I have nothing going on in my life.
I like video games, and there's a lot of video games coming out.
When's that new Spider-Man game come out?
Next year.
They pushed it back again?
Yeah. It was they never pushed it back because they never had a date.
When's that new South Park game coming out?
October.
Of this year?
Yes.
The Fractured Butthole.
Thank you for doing that, because I never got that before.
Really?
No, I just what's the joke behind? Because Stick of Truth, yeah, there's kind of a joke there. But the Fractured Butthole, I was just kind of thinking, yeah, but
The Fractured Butthole?
Yeah. Now it works.
I think they were going to name it something else, and the company was like, no, it's too vulgar, but it was way less vulgar than the Fractured Butthole.
That's good. I get that now. Hey, South Park shouts out. I loved the first game. Gonna love this game.
I didn't like the first game.
Why are you excited for this one, then?
Because I think it's going to be better.
I think it's gonna be better.
Actually, I don't even know if Dude, I haven't played a video game in months.
Get back into video games.
I'm trying. I might get that new Call of Duty.
Don't get Call of Duty, get Lawbreakers. That is the new online shooter, and it's great.
Is it free?
No, it's $30.
What? You know what I want to get?
What?
Dream Dads?
Oh, Dream Daddy Simulator? Yeah.
Like really bad.
I feel like you would get that. How much you
how
get for your laptop?
I downloaded Steam just for it. I've got to manage my money. It's like $15.
Is it $15? What a ripoff.
If it was like $5, I'd get it. But I've read the reviews, and all the reviews were bad. They're like, it's an okay dating sim. I only want it for one of the daddies.
The one with ginger hair. There he is. This is how you know I know a person. When I know exactly what Dream Daddy is.
You know exactly. All the other ones can...
Well, all the other ones look like fucking anime dudes.
Except for my... I forget his name. I think it's Brian.
Timothy
Olyphant.
Timothy Elefante. Famous rap artist. Don't put an E at the end of that title.
What else is I looking forward to?
I got a whole skew of
I can't wait for it.
It, partial on. What? I'm looking forward to Thor. I'm trying to think what other movies are coming out that I'm really looking forward to. It's with movies. I want to see what's that called? Brigsby Bear. Brigsby Bear movie. I want to see.
What's Brigsby Bear?
It's a independent comedy starred Kyle Mooney. If you know Kyle Mooney, he's from one of my favorite YouTube videos of all time. Simply Tell Movies. Here's a clip from it.
What's up?
I have to think about everything when I'm modeling. You have to think about your facial expressions and everything.
But it always comes back to the...
Yeah, it does.
This?
Yes.
What the fuck is this?
It's a dramatic comedy.
Is there a bear in it?
It's about a man-child obsessed with a children's TV show that he grew up with, and now he wants to be the bear.
Oh, this guy. He's hilarious.
Yeah. Have you seen his movies video on YouTube where he does the interviews at the convention?
Yeah.
Yes.
I like him in Parks and Rec.
Oh, he's in that?
He's in like one scene where he's interviewing for a job, and he's...
I have seen that.
And he's like,
no.
I think we're good here.
If you got... Actually, I'll put the link in the description. Here's a clip right here. If you've ever seen Kyle Mooney's interviews on his, what's it called? Good Neighbor YouTube channel, it's the best. And he's a funny guy. He works on SNL.
Funny man.
I don't really watch SNL, but I'm just happy the man got work, and now he's in a major motion picture. That's what YouTube can do for your life.
Is he a player in SNL or a writer?
No, he's a player. Exactly.
Do you know who should be on SNL?
Me.
The dude from Jackie and Deborah.
What's Jackie and Deborah?
I'll show you. It's fucking hilarious. It's the guy who does John Roberts. The guy who does the voice for Linda in Bob's Burgers.
Oh, yeah, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, he's fucking hilarious.
He is really funny.
Mitty Moo was his...
He doesn't really need to be on SNL now. He's already got a career.
Barely.
Barely. He's on Bob's Burgers, one of the biggest TV shows on network television.
Who's Bob's Burgers?
Who's Bob? What's Home Movies? Who's Brandon Small?
Does he do Bob's Burgers?
He would help with it. Brendan Small, excuse me.
Home Movies is hilarious.
Home Movies is the funniest show, and guess what is the second funniest show? Metalocalypse. Brendan Small did all the music for that.
Don't you even.
Brendan,
I love Metalocalypse. Of course, I love Metalocalypse, dude. I grew up on Metalocalypse.
Dude, Brendan Small did all the music for that.
Food libraries.
He did all...
It's like Grandpa's guitars. What is it, furniture? Oh my god, dude. I love Metalocalypse.
It's been...
I'm waiting for the movie. There ain't gonna be no movie though.
God, I just hate that it's been 4 years and it's basically dead.
Hey,
Thanks for doing Adult Swim for like keeping shows like Super Jail and Pickles the Dog alive, but
I hate Pickles the Dog.
And like letting shows like Venture Brothers and Metalocalypse kind of fall dead in the water. Also, thanks to Adult Swim for having the creator of Archer like forward his series on a different channel, and then you guys missed out.
They what else did they turn down?
They didn't turn him down. He originally did Frisky Dingo, and then that got canceled. And then he moved his assets to FX to make Archer, which is now a very successful
I think
show.
it was no, I think it was regular show. Originally was two stoner guys working at a gas station.
That was the original pilot.
And they offered that to Adult Swim, and they said no.
Have you seen the follow-up series?
There's a follow-up series?
Yeah, it's on TBS. It's the same voice actors, the same writers and creators, and it features Jason Mantzoukas, one of my favorite comedians. He's in it. I forget what it's called. It's like What Now or something like that. It's like What Do We Do?
Is it a cartoon?
It's a cartoon. It's weird. It's the same animation style. It's way more adult. I forget what it's called, but it's basically a follow regular show because the main character is like Mordecai. It's exactly the same. You should look it up. Look up creator regular shows, TBS pilot, whatever. It's coming out soon. It looks funny. I like regular show. I think it's good as a comedy for people.
Do you watch We Bare Bears?
No. I don't watch Cartoon Network because I don't have cable. And
J.G. Quintel.
I think that's the guy. What else we got to talk about?
Close Enough.
Close Enough, that's it.
Oh, What Hot American Summer.
Oh, yeah.
I
haven't watched it. I know the movie.
They did the 10 Years Later is out now, and it's fucking hilarious.
Is it fucking hilarious?
It's gotten real weird, but it's good still.
Where did it not get weird in Wet Hot American Summer?
Okay, in the movie, the only, weird thing was the talking can of vegetables.
What about when he controlled the Earth?
He didn't do that.
When he did that thing with his fucking hands?
I thought that was the meteorite coming down.
I thought he moved it out of the way. Or, no, nothing.
I don't know.
Well, also, they get fucking high on drugs and get
Well, I mean, but that's, all down to, it's real, not crazy.
Okay, what's the weirdest it gets in this new series, then?
Jason Schwartzman and Chris Pine are cyborgs, and they can, he's got, a laser, he can, shoot blades out of his hands and stuff.
Okay.
Just shit like that. Not supernatural stuff, but, non-real stuff. But it's funny. It's fucking hilarious.
I'd like to introduce our special guest, Kat.
Donovan! Donnie!
You haven't been down here in a while. You keep going outside, you bitch.
Donovan.
Hey.
Come here.
This is a segment of the show called Cat Talk.
It's called Cat Talk,
We're going
guys.
to interview a cat, ask him what he thinks about the world.
Come here, Donnie.
Pick him up.
Come here, buddy. Whoa, Donnie.
Alright, this is Donovan. He's a cat. He lives in my house. We are going to ask him a couple questions and see what he thinks about the world. So, Donovan, what's your stance on racial issues? You know, he's actually a white supremacist.
Hail Satan. Or Caesar. Wait. Hitler.
Hail Caesar. Hail Satan. Caesar.
My go-to is Hail Satan. Who's Donnie?
Who's my,
Donovan.
Who's my, fucking leader?
Donnie. Oh, look at Donnie. He's getting so big. Oh, no, Donnie.
He's actually able to weight because he's been outside mostly.
What are you doing, Donovan?
He also looks a little lighter. He's a cat. He needs I need to give him a bath because he shed so much.
He's a cutie boy.
Cat talk.
Cat talk.
There's my boy.
Get off of me!
He just wants to come over here.
Transfer.
There's my boy.
Okay, what?
You got some shit on your head. You're being a dumb guy.
What
else is going on and what else is coming up? Let me check the time we're on here.
Donovan.
We're looking pretty good. We hit about that hour mark. We'll probably wrap it up here in a sec.
Do any shout-outs?
Let's do our shout-outs. Give us a shout-out.
Oh, I saw Moses at that guitar place.
Yeah, you saw my snap.
I've been there.
It is a place. We went, when we come back to Chicago, we went to Chicago Music something. I'll put the name right here. Or wherever. We went there. On our way back, I'd like to give a shout-out to our boys, our theme song boys up in Canada, Roadhead with Craining Records. They recently they're doing some music videos, and they're going to come out soon. So check out those. We'll probably link them in our Facebook by the time they come out. We also got Moses, as he said, who has lent his music to our outros, and he's also a friend of mine. We play fighting games, and we're really good at Tekken.
Who do you made?
He's an
What are you
asshole.
dripping?
He's an asshole. When we play Tekken 3, he made Eddie Gordo.
Yes, my boy.
No.
It's your boy.
Hey, if
It's
anybody
your
out
boy,
there,
Teddy.
if you play Tekken, especially Tekken 3, and if you just kind of stick with Eddie Gordo, you might as well just fucking... You're a white supremacist. Alright? I'm not even afraid
Look
to
at
say
that
that.
belly, Donovan.
Go
Get
down.
away from me, you piece of garbage.
Moses, I'll put his links. You know where his links are. You know what
it is.
Also, Dan Cakes, fellow associates, would also like to give a shout out to the launch of Anthromancer coming this Monday. Their Kickstarter is going to go up. Support them because they have a board game on their hands that is actually really good. And once it hits mass market, like, if you don't buy it, you're kind of dumb.
You're a dumb stupid.
It's a board
head.
game that can not only be played by the rules they set, you can invent your own rules. And you can use the tarot cards. It's really interesting.
Who's making that?
Dan and Hank.
Oh,
This is their project. They
shit!
hired out an artist. They actually got an album coming out for it, too. With music and everything. They got music videos. Once the Kickstarter hits on Monday, during the eclipse, hey, once you're done looking at the fucking sun, look down on your phone.
Get your head out of your ass first.
Get your head out of the clouds and get down to earth and get on your laptop, get on your phone, hit up that website. Hey, why you gotta go back there where the fucking laptop is?
What a little slut.
What a little fucking cockmonger.
Where did you go?
He's right behind you.
Good.
Also, a shout out to us. Hey, like, just fucking...
We gotta get a guest on the show.
We gotta get a guest on the show.
I'm thinking
RuPaul.
Yeah.
I want to know how he, she, what?
I don't
she
fucking-
identify
I
as?
don't care.
I want to know how they, I want to know how they set up those races. Like, nobody has, like, vehicles or anything.
Yeah. Is
And
it
I
like
never
a
really
foot
see,
race?
I never really see the, like, the results or the action. I just kind of, like, see they get ready and then, like, where's the race?
I don't like drag queens.
I agree.
I just don't.
You know who loves drag queens?
RuPaul.
No, women.
Yeah.
it's safe for them.
Like
And
gay
then I
dudes.
actually, okay, we're gonna.
Fucking gay dudes.
Here's our last comment. This is why we do these things at the end of the show, because by this time you stopped watching. So if you're still watching, you're the one who should be hearing this. Women get so upset when like guys in comedy like dress as them and make fun of them. Drag shows are just the same thing. Why do you think that's
Dude, drag
cool?
queens, I don't like drag queens because they make women out to look like they're bitches. Like
They do.
they're stuck up.
But they're
and-
like it's a fun parody.
I don't-
It's like
it's not.
Is it though?
No, you're just making fun of women.
Because aren't most drag queens gay?
Yeah. Look,
So if they don't like having sex with women, do they really like women at all, or are they just making fun of women?
dude, speaking of women, get out of my gay bars.
Oh,
Dude, I was at JJ's the other night. Fucking, there was, at one point, there were like more women at the front bar than dudes. And I was like, the fuck are you doing here? Like,
Ooh.
get the fuck out.
Were they lesbians?
No!
Straight girls just going with oh, they're trying to go to the safe bet. They're like, I won't get hit.
Dude,
on
that
here.
one time, yeah, well...
Hey, here's how you drive them out. Get the straight guys in there, flush them out, and then you guys.
there have been times where I've been drunk enough to be like, I'll be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, get the There was one time a bachelorette party showed up.
What?
And I was
That's
like, get
just
the
fucking.
fuck out of here. We're not a goddamn
what?
zoo.
Now I want to like work the door of this place. Should be like, hey, get the fuck out.
They used to not let women in.
Hey, continue.
I think that's illegal these days.
I know.
Right, Donovan?
Huh?
Huh?
Brings up another funny point. Remember back in June when Wonder Woman came out,
Yeah.
and there was women-only screenings of it. Apparently, that's illegal. So, Alamo Drafthouse is in a little bit of trouble right now. It depends on if anybody's going to pursue this, and I know. Stop. That is where the camera is.
Donovan, you piece of
I'm
garbage.
gonna send you to hell, where you belong. You fucking cat.
Oh,
I love this cat, but he is the worst piece of shit on earth.
He tried to sell my kids drugs.
He tried to sell my kids.
He ate one of my drugs and then killed my kid.
He was my child. And he
I've made
killed
love to
himself.
Donovan,
I
and he is
really
not a
hope-
gentle lover.
I really hope
He was
did.
rough with my genitalia.
You see this guy sleeping like he fucking owns the place?
Donovan, what have you done all fucking day?
What have you done all fucking day?
Nothing.
I went to the doctors and got this. They wrapped a thing around my finger.
Alright, we're done here.
Are we done?
I have
We
to
are
pee.
done. Hey, shouts
Hey.
out. See you later.
What
Next
up?
episode, maybe from 6 months from now. We'll see you guys then.
Peace.
Peace out.
Suck a dick.